If you've been following my channel, you know that I am dedicated to sharing this information with you because I know the pain. And also, when I was recovering, there wasn't much practical, useful information that I could implement in my life right away. So when I was recovering, through all the research and studies that I did and all the trial and error that I went through, I decided that I was going to come back. And I think it was God's idea or the universe's idea for me to come back to share this information to my brothers who are suffering in the world. Every single day, I think about how many men who may be depressed, sad, down. How many men are going through divorces? How many men are thinking of committing suicide? I thought of committing suicide several times. How many men are feeling worthless, disconnected? How many men are experiencing anguish because of porn and masturbation addiction? So I am absolutely on fire to doing this work, to sharing this information. So I've been asked to create more videos on semen retention, so I jumped on it and I started a series. This is part 3 of the series. In part 1, I talked about laying the psychological foundation. I talked about the psychological impact that retaining your semen is going to have on you and what to expect. So I basically paved the way for you to start semen retention or to understand what's already going on with you. I said that you would be met with harsh resistance internally and externally. Internally from your own psyche, your own psychology, your own body, and externally from your woman, your friends, society. You will be met with resistance. So I laid the psychological foundation for you. Go and check it out so you can understand what this work entails. And in part 2, I talked about taking baby steps because your body is not accustomed to holding all this energy. So you must take baby steps. Essentially, you must start crawling before you stand, before you start walking. And I also advocated in that video that you must not quit cold turkey, or you must not start retaining your semen cold turkey. There are a lot of people who advocate recovering from any kind of vice or addictive behavior cold turkey. The psychological and emotional repercussions are great when you do that. When you just drop something, your body is not conditioned, your brain is not conditioned. You can turn suicidal because your brain will turn against you. Just like diet, people talk about getting on a diet, cold turkey. No, you better get your body, your brain accustomed to it first. So now in part 3, I want to talk about develop a thought expanding practice. We want you to develop a practice that will put you in control, a practice that will help you to be present, to feel grounded, so that you can work on your ideas, so that you can work on your insights. Because as you keep this energy, you will feel more connected to the universe. Insights will come to you, ideas will come to you, you will feel more intelligent, you will feel more insightful. So therefore, you must have a practice to help you elaborate and expand on those ideas. Because all success is individuals who are able to expand and elaborate on their ideas, on their insights, so that they make sense, so that they become meaningful, so that they can help you take action. Okay? So those are the benefits of practicing a thought expanding practice. So let's talk about the practices themselves. Of course, I'm always going to talk about meditation as the first practice. Meditation is simply, now there's a lot of confusion about meditation out there, but meditation is simply being able to bring your body to a still state, bring your mind to the present moment, feel what's going on in your body, hear what's going on in your mind, and just stay there and witness that. I must say it again because there is so much confusion about meditation. Meditation is being able to bring your body into a state of stillness, to bring your mind to the present moment, to feel what's going on in your body, to hear what's going on in your mind, and just stay there and witness all of that. You don't engage it, you witness it. At first, it will be hard because your mind will want to engage it. But as you go with the more you do it, the more you will feel like you can actually just stay as a witness and not engage the thoughts and not engage the sensations in your body. That's meditation. Now, what is the benefit to start a meditation practice? It will bring you to the present moment. It will calm your body down. It will calm you down. It will improve your breathing. And as such, an improvement in your breathing will also result in improvement in your blood circulation, which means you're becoming healthier. Your brain is receiving oxygen, which means you're going to start feeling more in tune with life. You're going to start feeling happier, more joyful. That's why you hear a lot of people talk about, man, you must meditate every day because it centers you, it grounds you, and with the circulation of the blood, your brain and all your body, and of course it has a healing property to it, because as your blood circulates, that's healing taking place in your body. Okay, so the key finding in meditation will be realization. You will realize things as you witness your thoughts. Realization will just drop in, and you will have an idea, you will get an insight, you will realize something. So that's the key finding in meditation, is realization. The second practice is contemplation. Now, contemplation follows meditation. The way I go about practicing these thought expanding practices is I meditate, and I always have my journal with me. I always have my planner with me. And then right after meditation, I jump into contemplation. Or I can just go and get into contemplation, but you will need to calm yourself down. You will need that sense of stillness to help you contemplate. And that's why contemplation builds upon meditation. It's really taking the practice further, but more actively. Well, it's really taking the meditation practice further, but now you become more active. Remember, in the regular meditation, you just witness your thoughts and you feel the sensations in your body and you do not engage them. But in contemplation, you will engage your thoughts. You will be seeking for answers. You will be seeking for ideas. You will clarify and elaborate on your ideas. So here's what you do in meditation. You inspect your ideas. You peruse your ideas. You travel to them. You observe them, and you also question your ideas. You also scrutinize and analyze your ideas. The key finding in contemplation is clarity. Of course, you're going to have clarity if you're inspecting something, if you're questioning and scrutinizing and analyzing something, because you will be able to cipher the bullshit from the truth. You will see through things. You will let go of some ideas that are obsolete and no longer serving you, and you will adapt new ideas that you know for sure through this process are going to serve you. That's why contemplation is important. Of course, you have to have ideas that you're processing. You have to have ideas that you are elaborating on. Otherwise, you're just meditating. Remember, contemplation is taking meditation one step further and more actively. You're more engaged. You need to do this practice, my friend. You know why? Because that's the key to your intelligence. That's the key to developing knowledge. That's the key to developing a sense of authority in your field. That's the key to speaking with authority and power. That's the key to helping you ground yourself and become a man of knowledge, of wisdom and understanding. People seek me out for clarity because I have an uncanny level of clarity. People want me to speak with them because I'm able to break complex ideas down to the layman terms for him to understand and just go and run with it and go apply it. So you need to do contemplation, my friend. You need to process your thoughts. You need to do that to be successful. The third practice is journaling. And you would see why journaling would be the third practice. As you receive ideas, as you realize in meditation, remember, you're going to realize. As you realize things, you're going to write them down in your journal. And as you gain clarity, remember now, in contemplation, you will write them down in your journal. You must write your realizations, your findings, and your clarity in your journal. Because now, the reason being, your journal is going to serve you as a reference point, which is the key finding in your journal. The key finding of journaling is a reference point. Your journal will be a reference point for you. I have tons of journals because I documented my recovery journey. I documented all the research that I did in neuroscience, in psychology, in sociology, in philosophy, neuroplasticity, the brain. I've studied these fields, some of them extensively, some of them moderately, so I could gain an understanding in how to go about recovering, because there was no information available for me to do so. That's why now I'm able to speak on this topic. That's why now I'm able to coach men and watch them succeed, because I've succeeded, of course. So the key element in journaling is a reference point. You'll be able to go back and see where you were 2 years ago, and you will have a revelation. You will be like, you mean to tell me 2 years ago I was that way? I thought that way? I received that idea that long ago? So a journal is your companion. It will be your friend who knows you better than other friends out there, other than other people. A journal will comfort you because you go and reread and you realize, oh my gosh, I used to be so depressed. I used to be in such a dark place. I rejoice, and now you can count your blessings. You understand? You need to journal, my friend. Because now, remember, as you keep your energy, as you give up fapping, you're becoming a serious man. You're becoming a man of business. You need to build a portfolio. You need to build habits and practices that are going to make you desired, that are going to make you valuable, because people will only give you money for the value that you provide to them. When I coach a man or a woman or a couple, I get paid because I have a level of clarity and information to give to them that they apply right away and change their lives. And more I'm making myself more valuable to you and to other people in the world. So you need to develop these practices to make you more valuable, to increase your value in the eyes of people around you. Okay, so the last practice I'm going to teach you, you may not have heard of, is called LVP, Life Visioning Process. It's a practice where you are very active, asking questions of the universe, asking questions of God, and hear the answers. And what you're seeking is a vision for areas of your life. You're seeking for a vision. You're seeking for what to do next and what action to take next. Okay? So, in asking questions in the life visioning process, you are going to ask 3 types of questions, and I want you to pay attention carefully. You're going to ask empowering questions. You're going to ask success-oriented questions, and you're going to ask action-oriented questions. And I'm going to give you a few examples. Do not ask, why me? How can I never get it together? I don't know what's going on in my life. Can somebody help me? Those are disempowering questions. Empowering questions and empowering questions, success-oriented questions, and action-oriented questions sound like this. how can I make more money? How can I earn more money? Automatically, that question is set up to generate answers that are going to help you take action. And therefore, it's an action-oriented question. And once you take action and you take successful action, the result will inevitably be success. So therefore, it's also a success-oriented question. Okay, how can I make more money? How can I become more pragmatic? How can I become more dynamic? How can I increase my energy levels? How can I write a book? How can I record YouTube videos? How can I move out of my city and move to a city who's more conducive to success? And in this process, in this LVP, life visioning process, you wait for the answer. And whatever answer you get, now you go back to your journal, you write the answers down. And you will most likely all the time get answers to take actions. And when you get an answer, for example, to the question, how to make more money, you might get an answer, write a book. Okay, now you take it further. How do I write a book? How do I go about writing a book? And then you can take it further. How do I go about taking the first steps towards writing a book? What is a book? Who teaches how to write a book? Where can I find information about writing a book? What software can I use to write a book? You see? And all the answers are going to come. LVP, this life visioning process, my friend, is a life-changing game. It is a life-changer. And of course, all these things I just taught you have to do with sex energy transmutation. As you engage in meditation, contemplation, journaling, and life visioning process, LVP, you will begin to take massive action in your life. You will begin to move rapidly into creating things, and that will take you into sex energy transmutation. Essentially, you will create a new life for yourself. Absolutely, because that's the whole goal of quitting porn and getting on semen retention. The goal is to eventually get on sex energy transmutation, that is creating something in this world, creating things, dreams, goals, businesses in this world, things that have physical value, things that are tangible, things that people can give you money for, things that you can use to make requests on. Okay? So I hope this helped you. It has the potential to help you, of course. It will give you clarity as to what your next step is on your journey of semen retention. Remember, you must start a thought expanding practice that is meditation. In meditation, you will be more present. The key element of meditation is realization, then contemplation. Contemplation, you will elaborate and expand on your ideas. The key element in contemplation is clarity. You will gain clarity. Journaling. In journaling, you will write your ideas down. You will write your clarity down. You will write your realizations down. And then the key element in journaling is a reference point. It will serve you as a reference point. It will serve you as a companion. And then finally, you will get into life visioning process where you actively engage in asking questions. What kind of questions you're going to ask? Empowering questions, success-oriented questions, and action-oriented questions. Because you're going to ask empowering questions that only require answers that help you take action to create something successfully in the world. And that, my friend, will start your journey towards sex energy transmutation. I'm really hoping that I'm helping you guys. I know I am, but I'm so dedicated. I'm so I so want to help somebody. At times, I feel like I need to do more. I need to do more because somebody is suffering. Until next time, remember, you are a king. Stay in your kingdom. I'll see you in part 4 of these semen retention series. Peace.